'Tis the season!
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Ruckus got a massive buff to Flux Generator in the Aico's Vault update, and today we're going to push it to the very max by making a 10,000 HP Ruckus build. Now, I want to preface this video by saying this build is pretty much a meme build. This is not really something serious, and there are a few flaws with it, as we will get into later. But the point is, it is now possible to achieve 10,000 effective hit points with Ruckus, which is absolutely absurd. So, let's see how we actually do that. Alright, so what happened to Flux Generator this patch? Well, first and foremost, it got a tiny shield buff. It now gives 1500 shielding, which is very important for the max HP build, but it also now reduces the cooldown by 1 second of the shield, and also makes it so that you get immunity to crowd control when the emitter is active, basically turning this into Mother's Grace Ruckus, as I like to call it. And that'll be absolutely huge for evading things like Pip's ultimate, Rom's stun, etc. So this will be really nice, although, as we'll talk about later, it still, I think, is inferior to Aerial Assault, but that doesn't matter right now. We're trying to go for a meme build. So this is the max HP build. Quite simply, we have Dampener at level 5 for maximum HP, and then Refraction for max cooldowns. And then, we're actually going to go for some Veteran and some Guardian. And we're just going to rush those, and as soon as we get both of them online at level 3, we will have 10,000 HP at the press of a button, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, I do want to talk about why this build is definitely a meme build, and why I need healing. Someone heal me. Thank you, Luna. I'm gonna try and stay alive. I just have everyone on me. Where is my healer, man? Oh my gosh. But this build is definitely a meme build, and the first reason is very obvious. The enemy team has 2 characters who do percent-based damage, so against anyone like Tyra or Skye, it's actually really freaking stupid to do what I'm doing right now, which is maximize the amount of HP that I have. And that's because they deal percent-based damage with their abilities, so their damage scales based on how much HP I have. The more HP I have, the more damage they actually do to me. So it actually is a lot better to build for damage reduction in the form of Haven than it is to go for Veteran in a situation like this. But also, this is a bit of a meme build because it's trying to turn Ruckus into, like, sort of a beefcake, but that's really just not what Ruckus is about. Ruckus is essentially a really big flank. You know, you play Aerial Assault, and you get a crazy amount of mobility, and that pairs with his insane damage for a tank. That is, yeah, borderline flank damage. It's really good. So, building him for Flux Generator is kind of just, you know, going against the grain of what he actually wants to do with his playstyle. And, yeah, I mean, certainly it's a lot less detrimental to do that now because of the CC immunity. That can still be helpful in some circumstances. Generally, you actually do end up getting more survivability out of Aerial Assault because you can reposition more effectively and just get out of a sticky situation. Whereas with Flux Generator, as soon as the enemy's by Wrecker, you're just playing Ruckus with, you know, a shield that's pretty big, admittedly, 3,500 HP. But, you know, you're playing Ruckus with less mobility, and it's harder to play him overall. I'm gonna try and just... I think I'm just gonna ult this guy. Come here, Dennis the Menace! You're not menacing anymore! That was just really satisfying. I don't care if that wasn't the best way to use the ult, it was very fun. But yeah, let's try and beat back this Androxus. Come back here, you're so low. Oh, I don't have the mobility to chase him, because I'm not running Aerial Assault. That's so rough. Especially because, also, you might think, oh, this talent might be capable of point tanking. I denied the ultimate with my shield, it was still up, let's go. But you might think, oh, this build, at the very least, yeah, it's, you know, it's still probably capable of point tanking, right? It's actually not. And the reason for that is because point tanks, what do all of them have in common? Barrick, Inara, Nyx, Fernando, what do they all have in common? Well, they all have really big deployed barriers that they can use to take damage in their stead, right? And that is really important because it actually boosts their effective hit points well above, you know, some tanks like Ruckus or Rom. You know, if you have to chew through Barrick's shield first to get to him and then shoot through his deployables and all that, that's a lot more damage you have to do to Barrick than someone like, than Ruckus. So, yeah, that is really helpful, but also, yeah, those shields and deployed barriers can block Cauterize for the tanks, which allows them to be a lot easier to heal. And, you know, Ruckus' shield, as beefy as it might be now with Flux Generator, it's still is incapable of cleansing status effects for Ruckus. So, you know, he's still, yeah, if he's on the point, he's going to be bathing in cauterize. It's going to be a lot harder for his healer to keep him alive on the point. And when you pair that with the generally low mobility of this build, it's very hard for him to really stay alive on point, protect his team, do all the things that a point tank actually needs to do. So this talent still isn't really capable of doing that. Oh, crap. Well, you know what? He's dead. That works. So yeah, there are still just a lot of problems with this build. I definitely think this buff is absolutely crazy, and it's very spicy and exciting, and one of the coolest things of the update. But, yeah, there are just some core issues with Ruckus that make it so that even with, you know, literally something as powerful as giving crowd control immunity on this talent, he's still going to play Aerial Assault 95% of the time. And it makes me think, maybe we should just put Aerial Assault in base kit at some point. Maybe if you don't want to give him 3 charges in base kit, at least maybe increase the dash distance a little bit in base kit, and let him, you know, vertically jump with his dash in base kit. That would be huge. Because on Aerial Assault, especially on a map like Serpent Beach, you're basically forced to use the talent. You know, on any map that has a lot of vertical, like, platforms and stuff, Aerial Assault is just, it's mandatory. Quite literally mandatory. You cannot get away with not using it there. So, yeah. I think, maybe something like that would be helpful for Ruckus. Just so his other talents can be playable. And then at that point, you know, you can balance him accordingly around the other talents to try and, you know, make him not overpowered. Because, yeah, combining Aerial Assault and something like Rocket Barrage would be insane, right? I'm going in here. Alright, we're fine. Good. I want to chill on point here. I still need a bunch more credits to get 10,000 HP. And we are 100 points away from losing the game. So I'm going to make sure we're contesting here. Let me help kill Androxus. I'm just going to pop ult. Screw it. Ah, the big gun's actually... Her big gun is bigger than mine. No. We have Guardian 2. Veteran 3, though. And that's really, really going to give us a crazy number of HP on the bottom left. Look at this. Press the shield, 9,700 HP. And if we get Guardian 3, we will achieve 10,000 HP. The question is, will I get enough credits? I need 300 more credits. So I'm going to try and build that up before this game ends. Can you imagine if we make a comeback, though? I mean, that would be insane. I'm just going to chill here on point. I'm going to tank this. One last key issue with this build in particular, though, is if you want to see that 10,000 number, and, you know, be very satisfied by the fact you have 10k on the bottom left of your screen, you have to buy Guardian. And Guardian is actually hot garbage. Never buy it in a real game where you're actually trying to win. Because Guardian 3 gives you 30% increased shield health. Wrecker 1 does 30% increased damage to shields. So Wrecker 1 counters Guardian 3, and anything above Wrecker 1 will absolutely destroy your shield. And at that point, you've just wasted 1,800 credits on a literally useless item. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, I can buy it now. And the enemy team has 80 points left to go, which means we can get 10,000 HP and actually enjoy this for some of this match. Alright, let's go in. Let's press the button. 10,083 HP. Let's go. I have 10,000 HP. What are you going to do, Androxus? Oh, crap. I'm stuck. No, he's going to kill me. No, he's going to kill me. Okay. That didn't work. This is a very silly playstyle, for sure. Alright, let me pop the shield. I'm going to try and just stay alive here. There's fire up there. That's no good. They're about to win this game. We only got to experience the 10,000 HP for a little bit, but, yeah. At the end of the day, this is a meme build, and to be quite honest, I didn't expect to really win this match, even though we did queue Onslaught. I tried to even make it a little bit easier for me by queuing Onslaught. But nope, I'm going to be the final death, and that's a GG. So, yeah, definitely if you want to play the new Flux Generator, this is kind of a funny way to do it, if you want to goof off in an Onslaught match or in a casual match, but I definitely do not recommend playing this in ranked. This is not a good playstyle. We only got 2 kills. We did get 64,000 damage, but I really was more of a liability to the team there, especially due to my item choices, than, you know, someone who was actually helping out there. That Veteran made me take extra damage from the fire and the poison bolts, and that Guardian 3 got countered by Tyra's Wrecker 2. Like, hard countered. I wasted every single credit I got that match. So this really is not a serious playstyle, but it is a funny meme playstyle, and that's why I want to highlight it. Because I figured it would be a funny way to show off the new Flux Generator. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just not good, man. This talent got buffed, like the biggest buff, this patch, and it's still not good. that's just how crazy Ruckus's talent dynamic is. So they really need to do something about Aerial Assault, maybe think about putting it into base kit, because it is just so mandatory on this character that you literally cannot play anything else, even when you have something as crazy as a 3500 HP shield with crowd control immunity attached to it. So that's the lesson at the end of the day. Let me know what you think about the new Flux Generator in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.